Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Tuesday morning, and that means we have another What Sold video. Before we get started, I want to remind you about Friday's mystery lots, 5 o'clock Arizona time. I'm going to list those items for sale. Again, I don't know how many I'm going to do this week. It might be 3, it might be 5, it could be 20. I'm not sure. Probably on the lower end of that number. The amount of miscellaneous little stuff I have sitting around is drying up. I haven't got to go thrift, go to auctions and stuff like that. And that's where I get a lot of this bulk stuff, where I get a lot of smalls and other things that I could put into some of these lots, help you make a little bit of money. And I think it's kind of fun to get these lots to you and give you a chance to, just get some mystery boxes. So again, 5 o'clock Arizona time, just a reminder. Also, my antique booth is going to be opening up this Saturday. I think that's Saturday the 16th. So what they're doing for us dealers is we get to go in the Thursday or Friday before, take new inventory in, clean our booth, straighten it up. I can only imagine sitting there for 2 months. It's dusty, it's dirty. So I'm going to take in my vacuum, my paper towels, my Windex, get everything cleaned up and get it ready to go. What they're also doing for us, I don't know if they put out the exact schedule yet, but they're going to kind of do a tiered rent to get us back, because they know when they open back up, things are going to be slow to start out. So I think they're going to go with like the first couple weeks are only charging us like 25% rent, then it'll go up to 50%, 75%, then obviously back to 100% of the rent that we're paying. So that's really nice by them. Honestly, they could open it up and just charge us full rent and say deal with it. But they do things right here at the Brass Armadillo. It's another reason why I keep shouting the praises of them and their company and how they're handling this and how they handle their customers in general. So if you're in one of the states that has one of these Brass Armadillo antique booths, this is a non-paid advertisement, go get a booth there. It's one of the best ones out there. I know your state, or whatever state you're in, probably has some good ones too, but it's definitely something to look into. I'm excited to go back there this week just to get in there, see what stuff that I still have in the booth. There might be some things I want to take out and list online. There may be some cards that I have there for sale that have gone up in value with the way that Michael Jordan and Mike Trout and other players have skyrocketed in value over the last couple months. So I will do a video when I go there. I'll go do a video, just kind of show you, how it looks currently, how dirty it probably is, and kind of the stuff that I'm taking in there if you haven't seen my antique booth before. So that's going to be fun to do. That'll be on Friday. So let's get to today's sales. Overall, it was pretty good. I had 7 sales, so not a lot, but everything was pretty good dollar-wise. Total $441 and change. Almost 100 of that was shipping included in that total. So about $325 in sales, almost 100 shipping, and then some tax to get to that $441 total. Still, that's a really good day. Everything's back here, and it's going to be pretty easy to ship out. I'll go through the thrift items first, because really there's only 1, 2, 3 items that I would call thrift. Actually, they were all found at thrift stores, and the others are through my sports contacts or sports cards that I'm selling. And I know some of you, especially you, Danny May, are sick of seeing me sell sports cards. So I will go over these items, and you can see what I sold. We'll start with the small, cheap one first. This is a answering machine, a Bell South CI43. I don't think you can see it with all the glare. Turn that a little bit. Had this dual listed on both eBay and Amazon. Amazon, I had it priced quite a bit higher. On eBay, these weren't going for much over $20, so I listed it for $12.99 plus $9.99 shipping. I think I had it for like $30 or $35 on Amazon. Next is this pair of Hocus. These are Challenger ATR3s, great colors with the black and the orange. I just say Hoka because I've heard people say Hoka 1-1s. I've heard Hoka One. I don't know which one's correct, so I'm just going to say a pair of Hokas. As with all shoes, I only pick them up when I can sell them, probably for $40 or more. That's the price range I'm looking for. I don't like picking up shoes for $8 to $10 and flipping them for $20 or $25, because after fees and shipping, you might be making $10 a pair. You got to sell a lot of shoes to make money at $10 profit per pair. This pair was in really good condition. You can see from the bottom, it's pretty good. Not a lot of wear in the front or in the heel. And the big thing to check on Hocus is on the back. See if there's any holes there. You can flex them and check for cracking along the edges as well. It's something you should do with all shoes. Give them a flex, check that back, and definitely check the wear on the bottom. Another thing that kind of is indicative of a non-worn pair of shoes, or at least less wear, if you can see it here, you can still see the writing on the insole inside. That's kind of another tip. The left one you can't see as much, so they must, or this is the right one, so they must run a little harder on the right foot than they do on the left, because this one's a little more worn. So yeah, this pair was in my store for a little while. I had it at $59.99, which is what I ended up selling it for, but I had set offers for like $45 and $48 a couple times that weren't accepted, so really happy to get a full price sale at $59.99 shipped. Next we have this bat, or at least this part of a bat. This is a trainer for baseball, for youth baseball. This is made by Skills, S-K-L-Z. It's called the Sweet Spot. This is the Albert Pujols model. This is just a training device for kids just to, get used to hitting on this part of the bat. When I saw it in the store, I didn't think it was going to be worth too much, but I looked it up and saw that the sell-through rate on these is fantastic. When I looked it up, there were 1 or 2 available for sale and probably 20 or more sold. So it told me that as soon as I list this, it's going to sell. Most of them were going for about $40 shipped, but since there weren't a whole lot available, I put mine a few bucks higher. I ended up getting $32.99 plus another $9.99 for shipping. It's just going to go on one of those triangular USPS priority mailboxes. All right, I'm not to the cards yet, but I am to a couple dozen of these baseballs that I've been selling. Again, you can see me sell a ton of these. I think I've sold 10 dozen now of these mid-grade ones. You can see in the picture here, this is just a stock photo. Kind of shows that these balls are fairly worn, but they are all actual Major League baseballs used at practices and games and BP and all that stuff. I had one person buy 2 dozen, so these were $49.99 per dozen, so they're basically $100 for the 2, plus a combined shipping of $15. Now, I do have these in individual boxes now, so I gotta see if it's gonna be worth it for me to put these to a larger box and send them to them. But if they're further away, it might just be easier for me to make 2 separate shipments and cost me about $10 each, because these weigh a lot. Actually, let's see what these weigh. Put it on the scale here, and each of these weigh over 4 pounds. So that's pretty darn heavy if you're going to ship a box across country. I'm going to have to do some figuring, see what the best way for me to send these 2 out. Now I got some sports card sales. Yeah, I'm going to pull you over here today. I haven't done that in a little while. It's kind of fun. So look, here's the cards that I sold. This is a stack of football cards. There's 600 here. These are all more of these Topps gold parallels. I had a ton of these for baseball, and I had enough to do 1 lot of football. Again, 1 big bulk lot, 600 cards. It sold for $59.99, so 10 cents per card, plus another $10 for shipping. Then we got 2 lots of baseball here. You can see these have 200 rookie cards and 100 inserts. All the cards are serial numbered. I had one person buy 2 lots, and they're actually going up to Canada. So I got to get these boxed up and find the best way to go to Canada, because I can use simple export rate as long as it's under, I think, 2 pounds, 4 pounds, whatever simple export rate covers. I haven't used it a ton for heavier items, so I got to figure out what the best way to get these to him is. And each of those 2 lots went for $29.99 a piece, plus I charged $25 to get it up to Canada. That was a per lot price, so I'm going to, depending on what it cost me to get them up to them, I will definitely refund part of their shipping. All right, one of my favorite things that we've done during this lockdown is go out for some family walks. We've been doing it pretty much every day, or at least morning or night, sometimes both during this lockdown. It's getting hot here in Arizona, so we're definitely doing it more in the later evening after the sun sets. But of this whole lockdown thing, I think that's going to be the part that I remember the most, is just going out for these walks, spending the family time. There's a lot of ducks at our local parks, and it's baby duck season. So there are baby ducks everywhere. We've been taking pictures of them, doing some feeding of the ducks. My daughter's even named several of the ducks. I'll pop up a few pictures here. It's been a lot of fun, and it will be one of the things that I remember the most from this time. All right, I think that's everything that I got for you today. If you're a new viewer and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below and help support this channel. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you next time.